Is Travon Walker a top 5 pick? Tune in as me and Luke Grant from Play Like a Jet review his film and discuss why he is or isn't a top 5 pick. What's going on, guys? As usual, if you like the content that you see, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to be breaking down film with Luke Grant from Play Like a Jet, and he has exceptional analysis when it comes to Travon Walker. I'm going to leave a link so you could follow his channel on there. So let's get right to it. Now, Travon Walker is right now the biggest discussion right now in this draft, and he had an amazing combine where he showed off all his skills and basically showed what a freak of nature he is. But when it comes to drafting him in the top 5, the answer for me is no, because as you're going to see in the film breakdown, is especially from Luke's analysis on his negatives, is that he's a little too raw right now to to be considered a top 5 pick. Yes, he has all the physical tools necessary, but he needs to improve on his pass rushing techniques, to have a game plan when it comes to his pass rushing, and a lot of that is sorely lacking on tape. And I'm not saying that he's a bust in any way, shape, or form. I just don't think he's ready yet. And you need to have a great pass rush repertoire, extensive pass rush repertoire, or else you're just going to be eaten alive at the next level. So I'm going to go into the positives of Travon Walker's tape, and Luke is going to give the negatives. So I hope you enjoy it. Now, this tape, my analysis is going to focus on the positives, which is going to focus on his amazing athleticism, his pure speed, and his versatility, because he doesn't just play defensive end. Here he is over the left guard and center, and watch as he breaks the double team watch the left guard try to push him to the tackle, and he was able to go right between them and get the sack. I mean, this shows off his scary speed that he has for his size. I mean, the guy's 285 pounds and he runs a 4.5. I mean, some receivers can't even run a 4.5. I mean, look at this. Guard pushes him into the tackle. The tackle doesn't get enough of him, and he's just able to break through right there for the sack. I mean, that shows you his scary speed and his overall athleticism, which is basically off the charts. But there are negatives to his game, and I'm going to let Luke explain that one. Here he is on the far left side of the screen over here. And he's able to break that double team as well. He was able to push him right into the quarterback right there. He's got a great bull rush right there. He still needs to work on several aspects of his game and getting more of a game plan together when he does rush the quarterback. So, but other than that, the guy is a special talent. He just needs to work on his craft a little bit more, because at the next level he's going to get eaten alive if he doesn't work on his craft right here. So here's another one. He's once again in the defensive tackle position, left second to the left, and again, and this shows his versatility. I think he's shown a lot more from the defensive tackle position than he has at the edge position personally, because he's able to exploit matchups with the guard right there. It's a good slap maneuver. Even though he doesn't get the sack, he does create pressure and forces the quarterback to scramble. So you could see clearly he does get there, really quickly. So that's a big part of his game right there. Now this is a really good one. Look at Evan Neal, number 73. He beats a double team of 73 and 81 to get a sack right here. Again, showcasing his amazing physical traits right here. So there he is, getting double team, but he's able to break through the double team to get to the running back right there. So right there, just great instincts, and he's really good against the run. Right here, he's at the right side of the screen. Right here, he sets the edge. And he's able to get the tackle right there. So very good against the run. So there is a lot of promise to his game. Now here he is over the right tackle. You're watching like plug the hole right away. Right into the C gap. Look at that. The running back has nowhere to go. The only choice he has is to really bounce it to the outside, but then he's just going to get swallowed up over there. Just a great play by Walker setting the edge right there. So as you can see, there is a lot of potential that Travon Walker has to compete and succeed at the next level. But now I'm going to showcase the negatives, and to analyze his negatives is Luke Grant from Play Like a Jet.
But honestly, guys, and this is where we get to the negative part of the review and why I think there's a ceiling on where he should be drafted, especially for the Jets, it's the outside pass rushing. It's raw, it shows a lack of a plan, and I know that you're drafting traits, but you want to see it on the film. You want to get glimpses and at least 10 or 15 plays you can hang your hat on and say, that's what we're trying to unlock. There wasn't enough of that on the Walker tape for me when rushing from a 4-3 defensive end. Against Clemson, right-hand side of your screen, number 44, just look at the lack of plan. I understand this is kind of a 3-step drop, fairly short passing game, but doesn't really use any hands, just thinks I'm going to try and bend around the corner. He ducks his head, he loses all balance, and it's just very, very easy for the left tackle. This is not a good passing rep. This is a bad passing rep, and there were too many of these on the tape. Against Evan Neal, again, 3-step drop, quick passing game. I get it. These aren't long developing, having a chance on a 5 or 7-step drop. But he just doesn't have enough. There's not enough counters. He doesn't really understand how to utilize his hands out there. Evan Neal, look at the power in this punch. This is why he's a top 5 pick. Really good, stout, throws Walker out of the way on the outside. But again, the footwork's sloppy. He's trying to jab off the inside leg. He loses his balance. He ducks his head. And Neal's able to throw him out of the way. Now remember, I'm showing you these plays not because, oh look, here's 2 negative plays. Let's slam the guy. These plays are all over the tape. And that's important. I get that a lot in the comments. Well, you just picked out 2 plays. That's not enough to drop his stock. I show it because it's a theme. And this was a theme on the Travon Walker tape. But there are some reps where you watch Travon Walker and he's nearly there. He nearly puts together a good pass rush plan, but he needs more improvement with his hand usage, with his understanding of a rush plan. Here's an example of that against Kinnard, a really good offensive tackle, someone that likely goes top 50. And he's coming from the left-hand side of your screen, stand up, kind of outside linebacker in this instance, number 44. I want you to watch the long inside arm and the power in that inside stab, how he marches him around the corner. To this part of the rep, this is a fantastic job. But watch how Kinnard's just able to set his base, to re-establish his feet, and stonewall. The issue with this rep, where's the second little counter? The rip, the swim, the club, the ability to disengage. He struggles with that aspect of it because he is so raw. He needs a way, once he starts getting him backpedaling, Rip underneath with that right arm. Swim across him with the left. He needs to come up with a better way to put moves together because right now it just isn't quite happening. But these are the flashes you do like to see. And the last one against Clemson, this is very, very close again to a really nice pass rush. This is something he probably stole from Azeez Ojulari, his teammate last year who got drafted by the Giants. Coming from the left-hand side of your screen, he goes for what I'd call the long arm chop, so he stabs inside with the left arm, just like we saw in the last rep, and he tries to chop down with his right and beat him around the corner. But I want you to watch where Walker's right hand goes. He's trying to slap the wrist around the elbow. He ends up around the shoulder with the chop. The long arm's great, he gets a little bit of separation, but because the chop doesn't work, he isn't able to separate to disengage. And look, some people would call this a pressure, but realistically, even with a great pass rush plan or an improved one, he still doesn't impact the play. He's still 3-4 yards away from the quarterback when he delivers. Again, at full speed, just doesn't quite get the positioning on the chop, doesn't get the bend around the corner, and he gets another almost play. That's Travon Walker right now, and that's why I'm not in love with him as a top 10 pick. So guys, that's my take on Travon Walker, the edge kind of tweener out of Georgia. I love the versatility. I think he's fantastic and disruptive on the inside. Great in the stunt game. You can see some of the physical tools. The length is there. The way he can chase running backs down when they get outside on the perimeter. You see those flashes of athleticism. He ran a wide receiver down against Alabama in a great athletic play. But I haven't seen him as a pass rusher. I am not willing to take that risk in the top 10 of the NFL draft on someone that I've seen traits, but it's not even like Thibodeau. You haven't seen elite pass rushing. You've just seen kind of glimpses. It's almost a lesser version of Jason Owade and what he produced at Penn State. I just think it's too high a risk. We'll see what the NFL thinks. That's my take, and I'll catch you on the next one.
So there you have it, guys. There's my analysis and Luke's analysis on Travon Walker. I want to thank Luke for lending his amazing expertise to this video. And what do you think? Do you think Travon Walker is worth a top 5 pick? Let me know in the comments.